Dear students, in the last class, in the Saturday's class, we have discussed about the line spectrum of hydrogen as well as the series, right? Lehman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, and Pfund. So, in those series, we came to know the different views of different scientists, right? So, Lehman says the lowest energy level of hydrogen electron is first level, n is equal to 1 level, and up to it can move in n is equal to sixth level. But the bomber says no, the ground state of hydrogen electrode is that means lower energy level is n is equal to 2 and higher energy is n is equal to 6. So like this we come across with 5 series. I repeat: Lehman, Balmer, Passion, Bracket, and Pfund series. So you remember lower energy level and higher energy level for these series as well as the what spectral region. So UV, infrared, Lehman is nothing but what he has explained in the ultraviolet region. The Balmer, visible, and then all are infrared. So that means Passion, Bracket, and the Pfund. So how to remember means you ultraviolet violet for Lehman and visible for what Balmer, and later all the three I have explained in the infrared region. So these are the some different things about the 5 series, right? So later we will see some limitations of Bohr's theory, right? Limitations of Bohr's theory, that means what are the cases where Bohr fails to explain Bohr theory. So first of all, Bohr has explained each and every ideas of atom very clearly. So first of all, we see it fails to explain, right? Not it is Bohr's, I think. Limitations of right. Yeah, we will leave this part. Limitations I will go later. So the next things are cells. Why? Because I am getting confused. It is a limitation of line spectrum of hydrogen, I think. So I will see later and I will give idea in the next class. So next is cell. What is cell? Right. So now after knowing the Bohr's theory, one we can explain about cell, subshell, orbit, right? So these are very simple things, right? So what we say is, in the first point of Bohr's atomic model, the always electron revolves around the nucleus in a circular path. That is nothing but what? Cell. So see here, if it is a nucleus means what Bohr has said. Bohr said that the electron always revolve around the nucleus in a circular path, and that circular path, what we said, these are the cells. That means in by letter we represent these as a K, L, M, N, and by number as a n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, like n is equal to 4, right? So that means electron revolve around the nucleus is nothing but what? Cell. Very simple. The electron revolve around the electron revolve around the nucleus is nothing but what? Cell. Right? It is revolving, so that's why a circular path is generating or creating. So that's why that path is nothing but what one we can say as a cell. So this is the definition of cell. Later we will see the detail about the cells. So there are 4 cells, right? Generally, so there are cells. The cells, there are 4 cells. The cells represented by K, comma, L, comma, M and N. Already we know, right? Already we know. So these are the main cells, right? K, L, M and N. Understood? And the number of electron in a cell is equal to, next point, the number of electron in a cell is equal to, remember this point, dear students, is equal to always 2n square, right? So I will show you one solving one problem, right? So like problem only. So see here, K, L, M, N. Case N value is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now I want to see in K cell how many number of electrons are present. Understood my question? So by using this formula, it is just like a formula, one we can say, right? So by using this, one we can calculate the number of electron present in the different cells, right? See. So I want to know the number of electron present in the K cell. So I want to know K cell numbers. So K is the first cell, right? What is the value of K? 1. So that means N value for K will be 1. So that means 1 into square 1 only, 2 into 1. So that means in K cell there are 2 number of electrons are present. Understood? There are 2 electrons are present. So if you want to know number of electrons in the L cell, see 2 into, what is the L value of N? 2. So therefore 2 2s are 4. 4 into 2, 8. There are 8 electrons present in the L cell. So if I revise you, 1 is to 2, 1 is 2. That means 2 is 2, 2p, 6, right? So if we see the L cell, then 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. 8. So that means, see here, in the second cell, how many number of electrons are present? 8. Exactly 8. And we saw just before K cell. And in K cell, how many number of electrons are present? 1 is 2. So that means 2 electron only present in the first cell. But in the second cell, we have 8 electrons. See, you can observe. In the second cell, we have 8 electrons. Likewise, you can calculate for M or else you can calculate for N also, right? So this is how one we can calculate. And dear students, these parts are very important for your main examination. You just remember these very basic points. Why? Because now onwards the simplest basic will come in the chemistry. If you try to know now only, then definitely you I am damn sure that you will not be having a single doubt in your chemistry, right? Next, the third point for the cell is nothing but, so first of all, there are 4 main cells. In the first point we have mentioned, what are those? K, L, M and N. And to know the number of electrons present in the different cells, what we need to do, we have to go for the help of 2n square as a formula. So where n is the n value, right? That is the digit one we can say. The third point is the number of electron present in the K cell is equal to 2. Already I have explained, right? In the L cell 8 electron. In the M cell we have 18 electrons. We will see, right? So the next point is the number of electron present in the M cell is nothing but, see, M is not, M in M, N value is 3. Remember, or else we will be having one more diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, K, L, M and N. So now see here, 2n square, again you apply this 2n square. So therefore 2 into n value is 3. 3 threes are 9, 9 into 2, 18. So that means if you see the third cell, in third cell 3s will come, 3p will come and 3d will come, right? So d requires how many electron? 10 electron. P requires how many? 6. And s requires how many? 2. So that means 8 plus 10, 18 electrons. Likewise, when we can calculate the number of electrons present in the different cells. So different means we have only 4 different cells. So among the 4 different cells, when we can calculate number of electrons present in the cells. And in coming to n cell, you just say this as a 4, 4 4s are 18, 18 2s are 36. So 36 means you just say this as a 4, 4, 4, and in fourth cell F will also come. So now you just 20, sorry, in F cell we have 32, sorry, right, 16 plus 2, 32, sorry, 32. So that means here you can just see 10, 14 plus 6, 30, right? 24 plus 6, 30, 32. So there are 32 electrons present in the fourth cell, that is called n cell, right? So likewise, when we can have a very good idea about the cells. So you remember that 2n square as a formula, right? So next is subshells. The electron which is revolve around the nucleus, that is nothing but our cell. So there are 4 cells. So now we will see the subshells. So next heading will be subshell. Subshells. Subshells are nothing but the cells which comes under this. The cells which comes under the main cells, right? The electron, so that means the electron present in the cell occupies different energy sublevels is called as subshells. So just you have that the electron present in the cell occupies different energy sublevels are called subshells. Understood? Subshells. So that means here already I have explained during the Bohr's theory what was that point. The electron present in the S will be having a different size or energy as I compare to the electron present in the P cell, right? So this is what the case here. So that means the electron present in the cell occupies different energy sublevels. So there are, see here the first point, there are 4 subshells, right? Already we know there are 4 subshells, right? There are 4 subshells. What are those? S, P, D and F. There are 4 subshells. So that means these subshells are present in the main cells. So in the main cell only we are having some different energy levels. So those energy levels are nothing but the subshells. In the main cell only we are having different energy levels. So those energy levels, different energy levels or sub-levels are nothing but what? Subshells, we can say, right? So that means the S subshell, you can go for one by one. S subshell requires 2 electrons to complete its orbit, right? So that means S subshell consists of 2 electrons. Already we know about these. P subshell consists of how many? 6 electrons. Minimum 6 electrons should be there to complete the P subshell. And now what about the D? To complete the D, we require minimum 10 electrons, right? And coming to the F, To complete the F subshell, we require minimum 14 number of electrons. So this is about the subshell. So shell means, right? Shell means the electron revolve around the circular path, revolve around the nucleus in a circular path is nothing but the cell. But the subshell is nothing but in the cell only there are sub-energy levels. That means in the different energy levels, the electrons will be occupied. So such condition or such a thing is nothing but subshells. There are 4 subshells: S, P, D, and F. S requires to consists of, that means to fill the S orbit we require 2 electrons. In the same way, P to fill we require 6 electrons. To complete this D we require 10 electrons, as well as to complete the F we require 14 number of electrons. Dear student, with this we will conclude today's class. In the next class we will see orbits, right? Thank you.